Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. Today I'm going to tell you a very interesting story. Yes, you heard it right. I'm going to tell you a very interesting story today. And the advantage for you is you can listen to the story, enjoy the story, and you can speak along with me as well. Right, this is a very simple incident which has happened to me today and I'm going to describe it to you. And I'll make sure that I go very slow so that you also get the space to speak with me, speak my sentences. I'm going to simplify everything for you. I'm going to use very simple sentences. I'll give you time to repeat after me, and I'll also give you time to understand what I'm trying to say. And if there is any word which is little difficult, I'm going to tell you the meaning also. So you are going to understand everything very well. So I'm going to tell you what the idea is. I'm going to tell you what the vocabulary I've used, and you will be able to speak and repeat with me also. And it's a very interesting way of practicing English speaking. So what I've thought is another 30 days, I'm going to come up with a story every single day and I'm going to speak it, and I'll give you space also to repeat after me, speak with me, and I'm going to describe everything in detail along with the vocabulary also, so that it's easier for you to understand, easier for you to practice, and easier for you to speak on that topic. Okay, and these stories are from my personal life. Whatever incident has happened, whatever experience I've gained, or whatever things has happened to me, I'm just going to describe. So today let's start practicing English speaking with a story along with me. On that note, guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, if you want to learn English or learn to speak English fluently and confidently with amazing new ways, interesting ways, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. So guys, let's begin. So today, when I woke up in the morning, I got my daughter ready for school. Yeah, so this is very clear. I woke up in the morning and I got my daughter ready for school. So I dressed her up, I cleaned her, and I dressed her up for school. This is what it means. Dressed up means to get dressed. Okay, to dress up basically. Okay, put on the school uniform, shoes, socks, make your hair ready, everything. So it all comes under dressing up. Okay, my husband dropped her to school. Okay, my husband dropped her to school. So my daughter went to school with my husband. This is what it means. Okay, next sentence. I thought of going for a morning walk. I thought of going for a morning walk. Okay, so after getting my daughter dressed up and after she left for school, I thought of going for a morning walk. Okay, I got ready and then I was about to shut the door and leave. I just remembered that I forgot my keys inside. I got ready and I was about to shut the door to leave. I just remembered that I forgot my keys. I immediately went inside and got my keys, home keys, and then I shut the door. I immediately got inside and took my home keys and went outside. Okay, so this is what I did. So when I was leaving for the morning walk, I forgot my keys inside and I was about to shut the door. Right? If I would have shut the door, probably I had to call the key maker and then get the keys done, and then I have to come inside. So it would have been a big task. So thankfully, I just remembered that I forgot the key and I immediately went inside and collected the keys and then I went out. So this is what the idea is. This is what my idea was, and this is what I wanted to say. This is how I described it in sentences. Okay, about to leave, which means I was just leaving. I was just going out, which just means about to leave. I then took the lift and went down. I then took the lift and went down. Then I started walking as usual. Then I started walking as usual. As usual means every day I do this, right? I do go for a walk. So that is my routine. That is what I do every day. So as usual means what I do every day, repeatedly, or every day, or what is my routine. So that is what is called as usual. So I started taking a walk as usual, like every day. Okay, this is what it means. Then after 15 minutes, my husband came back and he joined me for the walk. After 15 minutes, my husband came back and he joined me for the walk. Okay, so I was walking for 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes when my husband came back after dropping my kid, he also joined me for the walk. Okay, so we were taking a walk together. After another 10 minutes, my phone rang. So while we were taking a walk together, after 10 minutes, again my phone rang. It was my cook's call and she was waiting at the door for me. It was my cook's call and she was waiting at the door for me. So it was my cook's call. She was waiting at the door for me. Which means my cook has arrived at my door. I was not there. She was ringing the bell. When she couldn't hear from us, she ringed me up. She called me up to know where I am. Okay, so she was waiting at the door and she called me or saying that I have come. Okay, so this is what it means. I asked her to wait for another 5 minutes and I rushed back home. I asked her to wait for another 5 minutes and I rushed back home. Rushed back means since she was waiting, so I had to come back home in a hurry. Okay, so that is why I said rushed back. I immediately came back. I didn't continue my walk because somebody was waiting at my door. So I rushed back home. Okay, this is what it means. I asked her to wait for another 5 minutes and I rushed back home. Okay, I hope you are able to follow my story and you are able to follow me how I'm speaking and you are able to repeat after me. Let me know in the comment section if this is convenient for you. Okay, let's go ahead. I then came back and opened the door and we all came inside the house. I came back and opened the door and we all came inside the house. Okay. My cook went inside the kitchen and she started cooking breakfast for us. My cook went inside the kitchen and she started cooking breakfast for us. I went and changed and got ready for my work. I then went and changed and got ready for my work. Okay, I took my laptop, I opened it and I started working. I took my laptop, I opened it and I started working. Okay, so this is how I started my day today. This is how I started my day today. Okay, so guys, this incident I have described what happened to me today or how I started my day today. I woke up early in the morning, I got my kid ready for school, then my husband dropped my kid, I went out for my morning walk. What happened was I was about to forget my keys, right? But then I immediately remembered and I took my keys along with me. And when I went back and once I went out for a walk, after 15 minutes, my husband joined me, right? And again, after another 10 minutes, my phone rang and it was my cook. She was at my door, right? So I have to immediately come back to open the door for her. And I came back and I opened the door and we all came inside and she went inside the kitchen and she started cooking. I also went and changed and then I brought my laptop and I started working, right? I opened my laptop and I started working. So this was what happened to me today in the morning. Okay, so this is how I describe my morning routine. You can also start describing what has happened to you. If nothing has happened to you, you can just say that also. I woke up in the morning, I brushed my teeth, I got ready, I came out, I was quite hungry, I wanted to have something for breakfast. I asked my mom what's there for breakfast. She gave me some breakfast. I had my breakfast. You can describe your breakfast also. I had parathas, I had idli, I had dosa or whatever you had. So I had this for my breakfast. Then I had a cup of tea or coffee. I was quite full. I was very happy. And then I left for office or college or school. And then I went out for some work. Okay, or I was just hanging around, or I just stayed back home, and probably you did something, right? I watched television, I called a friend, or anything else. So you can just describe that in detail. You can just describe things in detail, one by one, what has happened. See, I have described everything in a sequence. I woke up, second thing what I did, third, fourth, fifth. So it was all in a sequence. This is what you have to keep in mind. You have to describe everything in a sequence. Okay, that is the best part. So that is why I'm insisting on describing things in a sequence. What happened first? What happened next? What happened after that? Okay, you should know and you should describe everything in detail. That is how you will learn to speak, or how you will learn to have a conversation or describe anything to people easily, effortlessly, and clearly. Clarity is very important, guys, and that is why I focus on clarity every time. And describing things in a sequence brings clarity. That is very important. So you have to keep in mind that sequence, if you're describing something in a sequence, it will definitely be very clear to your audience or people who are listening to you. So that is why start practicing things in this way and you will see the difference. Today I've made things very easy for you. You can just listen to my sentences. You can pause. You can repeat after me. You can speak along with me. You can take your idea also. You can come up with your own morning routine, what you did today, and you can describe that. So I'm going to take up these simple, everyday, real life topics, and I'm going to describe it in the form of a story or whatever you feel like, or whatever you want to say this. Okay, so I'm going to describe all the incidents in my life and I'm going to speak about it so that it's easier for you to speak on it, and you can practice English speaking on these real life topics as well, to help you become fluent and confident in speaking in English with anyone, anywhere, anytime. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.